today's Gundam model kit review, I will be taking a look at 4 different model kits. These are all 1 to 144 scale high-grade model kits. They all come from the Gundam Seed universe, and they actually all share the same basic type, or basic body type, that is. So therefore they actually have the same basic articulation as well. So starting on our left here, we've got the Mobile Jin, then we've got the Jin Type High Maneuver, the Jin Type High Maneuver 2, and the Jin Type Insurgent. So starting off with the Mobile Jin, you can see it's basically the same body type throughout the whole set of these 4. And so when I go through the articulation, I'll be going through the articulation on this guy alone, and then the rest of them will be just kind of looking at the detailing and the differences between design-wise of the remaining 3. So, as you can see, the Mobile Jin comes with a sword, and he's got a missile pods in either leg. They are actually removable. And for these particular missiles, I had to paint them red with a Gundam marker. And the Mobile Jin kit also comes with this rifle, as well as an extra hand. So, articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, can rotate 360. The arms rotate. Of course, they're hindered by the wings or the thrusters on the back. The arm itself can go out independently of the actual shoulder armor, as you can see. You've got a swivel at the upper arm and a bend at the elbow. Of course, the hands swivel on the wrist. There is waist articulation present. The side skirts do move. They're pegged into a polycap. The back skirt, however, is not movable. The 2 front skirts, they move together, but they do move to accommodate the leg articulation. And the leg is on a ball joint, of course. Can go out about like that, back like that, and out to the side just a little bit. And it can bend at the knee, but as you can see, not very far, which is fine. After all, this is just a high grade. The foot is on a ball joint. The ankle armor does move, both front and back. So that's really the basic articulations for all these figures. So let's move on to the Type High Maneuver, the Jin Type High Maneuver. Probably one of my favorite of the lot here. It comes with, let's see, well actually it's got the rifle and the sword in its hand here. They combine, as you can see, it has the rifle and it has the sword that can combine with it, bayonet style. So you can actually take out the sword if you desire and put it in the hand like that. But I tend to like it like this because that's what distinguishes it from the rest of the weapons for this group. Now, as you can see, compared to the Mobile Jin, the shoulder armors are different. You can see the design elements are different in the shoulder armors. And this guy, this particular model kit, came with extra details stickers. You can see on the shoulder armor there, which do not come with the other kits, which is another distinguishing feature of this particular kit. And these extra white shoulder armor does like to fall out, but it's definitely a unique design. And the other thing that's unique about this particular mobile suit design is it actually has a piece here on its upper chest that actually snaps on independent of the green plastic. So you can take a look at the difference there between the 2 chest areas. It does have a different fin on top of its head, as all the other ones do, to kind of distinguish themselves from each other. You can see there's thrusters throughout the mobile suit, both on the wings here and on the legs, and there's even thrusters right here, where my finger is up right about here. So that's why it gets its name, the High Maneuver Type, or Type High Maneuver. It has additional thrusters. It's supposed to be a really agile, speedy mobile suit. Now, I guess I forgot to show you the articulation on the Mobile Jin for the backpack system. Sorry about that. Let me go back here. So the backpack system It does have articulation up and down like this. This piece here does articulate separate from this piece. And the backpack system itself does come off. And the way it's connected is the same throughout all these 4 model kits. As you can see there, got 2 pegs there and corresponding polycaps, and they just connect very nicely and very solidly together. So I wanted to show you that so I can show you the difference between that backpack system and the one on the Jin High Maneuver. Now the High Maneuver, since it has this thruster capability added, it actually articulates differently. The wings can go up like this, so you can have like an in-flight orientation as it's flying through the air. You can see that. So it can articulate to accommodate that kind of pose if you wanted to. If you could figure out how to get the model kit to be suspended in the air like that, but you could probably do that with some fishing wire or something like that. Anyhow, I digress. You also have this fin here, which I'm guessing is for more maneuverability as well. So this is the Type High Maneuver. And like I said before, they have additional thrusters at the legs. And I mentioned about the special stickers. I put some stickers on the front skirts here, 01 and 03. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the higher mobility, higher maneuver type. Like I said, I like this one probably the best. But then, let's move on to this guy, the Jin Type High Maneuver 2. Pan the camera down a little bit. And this guy, unlike the rest of the 3, he actually comes with a shield, as you can see here. And like the High Mobility 1, I guess you call it, or High Maneuver 1, he does have a little fin here, which the others do not. The other non-high maneuver types. So you can see the difference between the standard Jin on the left and the High Maneuver 2. But this, as far as the rest of the thruster system, this guy has just the regular thrusters on the back here. I think they're about the same as compared to the original. Actually, the High Maneuver 2 looks like it has a little bit longer thruster system there. So there's that difference there, design difference. Anyhow, like I said, the main feature or the difference is the shield here. And on the side here, that pegs into the side, you get this nice sword here. Show it to you. It has the sheath, comes out like this. Of course, you could detail it, you know, paint this silver and the handle some different color, but this is the way it comes out of the box. So, I just like the purple and black. I guess it's more of a purple and dark gray rather. I really like that look. It too has a separate purple piece that goes over the main chest area. So that's kind of another differentiating factor between the rest of the 3. It has this kind of piece here, which is nice. A nice contrast between the dark gray and the purple. But again, same basic articulation as the rest of the figures. Now this guy does have a thruster on the legs, on both of its legs. So it also is built for, you know, high speed, high maneuverability apparently. The shield just pegs, well not pegs, but the shield is held in the hand, as you can see there. Now the other difference with the actual Jin Type High Maneuver 2 model kit is you actually get some extra parts. You get this sword, which is not really meant for the model kit, but it's there on the tree, so you could use that if you wanted to on any of these model kits. But then you also have these extra shoulder armors. Now you can see the shoulder armor for the High Maneuver Type 2 is quite different from the standard shoulder armor of the Mobile Jin, as you can see on the left. So you can see the High Maneuver Type 2 here has much more ornate looking shoulder armor. But anyhow, the point is you could actually, if you wanted to, use these extra parts here and give him the standard shoulder armor, if you so desired. Now, finally, the Jin Type Insurgent. Now this apparently appeared in the Stargazer mini series, I guess you call it. It's part of the Seed universe, but I guess it appeared in like the Stargazer. I think they made an anime of it, but anyways, the Stargazer storyline. Anyways, I don't know much beyond that, but it still is part of the Seed universe. So as you can see, one of the main features it has is the bazooka, and it holds it pretty well. The other distinguishing feature for the Jin type Insurgent, it actually has some different pieces on it, like here on the shoulder, these two pieces here that clip on to the front skirt. They are actually lights. I was reading on Gundam Wikia, and apparently they're lights, and they actually have kind of golden and yellow stickers, if you can see in the bottom there, where my finger is, right there. If you look at the head itself, it actually has what appears to be some kind of scope on the side of its head, which is different from, you know, the rest of them as far as the head design goes. And it also too has the removable missile pods on the side of its legs. And the basic, looks like it shares the same basic backpack system as the original Mobile Jin, as you can see. So to illustrate the differences in the rifles that actually come with each of these particular model kits, for the High Maneuver Type 2, you get this rifle, and for the Type Insurgent, you get this rifle here. Here again is the rifle for the Gundam Jin, the kind of the standardized Jin, and of course the High Maneuver. So yeah, I mean, I really like the Mobile Jin design in all of its variants. I wish they would have made a 1:100 scale, or even a master grade of this. So, you know, basically something larger would have been really nice. I don't know if that will ever happen, but this is a good scale, I guess. If I have this many of them, they look good on a shelf, kind of like an army. You know, I can imagine, you know, this is like the commander because he's got the special colored mobile suit, and these are like his lieutenants, and this guy is the regular standard grunt on the far left here. So, you know, I like the design. Obviously, I bought all 4 of these model kits, so I do like the basic mobile suit design, and I like the model kit. Each of these are going to run you about $20, so they're not cheap. It's one thing about Gundam model kits that I regret, because I wish they would, you know, well, what they could do maybe is they could release maybe like a first grade of these guys that have maybe limited articulation. I'm thinking about army building. Obviously, at $20 a pop, these guys are not good for army building. But if you had like a first grade of these guys that had, you know, reasonable detail and maybe even reasonable coloring, then you can make a you know, like a, use them as an army builder if they were, you know, $10 or less. But like I say, at $20 a pop, no, you couldn't do that. But, you know, I'm happy with these guys. I like all 4 of them. They all have their unique characteristics, obviously. I mean, if I had to choose one that I like the best, surprisingly, I'd probably go with this guy. I say surprisingly because usually I like the figures with the swords the best, but it's really a toss-up between these 2 guys. I like the fact that this guy has the extra thrusters, it has the bayonet sword system there, and it has the extra specialized custom stickers that come with it. I guess I didn't show you this one on his other shoulder here, but it has like the Zaft sticker right there. But then I like the High Maneuver 2 because of the colors, the gray and the purple. Well, anyways, I am rambling on. So this has been my review of all 4 Mobile Jins: the Mobile Jin, the Jin Type High Maneuver, the Jin Type High Maneuver 2, and the Jin Type Insurgent from the Gundam Seed model kit line. Thank you so much for watching.